I'm Samir from Team 4855, Batteries in Black. Today, I'm going to show you how to install Android Studio on Linux. For this video, I'm going to be using Fedora to show this, but it should work on most Linux distros. Note that you must be a sudoer if you want to be able to do this. Administrators, by default, are sudoers. Alright, first we need to download the Oracle JDK, Java Development Kit. For Android development, Google recommends using JDK 7, even though the newest version is JDK 8. To download JDK 7, open up your web browser, and go to the following link. You can read the license agreement here, accept it by clicking there, and then you should download the tar.gz version for either 32-bit Linux or 64-bit Linux. Make sure to download the tar.gz, not the RPM. Pause the video now, and once your download is done, resume it. Okay, now that your download is done, go open up a terminal, and go to your downloads folder, CD Downloads. If we look, we can see that we have our JDK file here now. So now we want to extract it, because it's a tar archive. Since it's a tar archive, we'll extract it using the tar utility. tar xz vf as the name of the file. You can see it extract now, and when it's done, you'll see that you have this new folder here. Now we want to move it to the correct location, install it, and configure it. To move it to the correct location, it's simple. Sudo mv, and then the name, and /usr/java. You may need to create that folder if it doesn't exist. Okay, now you can see it's gone and it's been moved to the other location. Now we need to install it and configure it as default. To install it, you type sudo update -alternatives --install, and then /usr/bin/java or space java /usr/java /jdk 1.7/bin/java. I'll try to explain this. Basically, this is where your terminal usually will look for the Java command, and this is saying it's the Java program when you run the Java command, and this is saying where it's located. And then, last thing, we need to put 0 at the end, which is the priority. We'll do it again, but this time with Java C instead of Java. Don't change this one. This one should still be Java. But the rest should become Java C. And then, the last thing we need is configure them as default. And then Java. So the plus tells you which ones is your default. So right now this Java 7 one is my default. But I also have this OpenJDK Java 8 here. But if I ever wanted to change it, I could just say, well, Java 7 is what I want, number 3. Oh, whoops. 3. And then I need to do the same thing with Java C. Check which one is default, and if it's not this one, set it to number 3, or whichever one yours is. Just find whichever one is JDK 1.7.0_79. And to verify you're in the right version, you can do Java C-version. And you can see we're on Java compiler 1.7.0_79. The next step is to download Android Studio. You're going to want to go to this link this time. Click on the Linux download. Again, pause the video, and when your download is done, resume it. Alright, now that your download is done, head back to your terminal. Okay, so we can see that we now have our Android Studio file. The next thing you need to do is check if you have the unzip utility. You can do that by typing just unzip, and if it gives you this usage message, then you have it. If you don't, you need to install it. You can do it like this. Install unzip. But this is if you're on like a Debian-based system or like Ubuntu. I'm not, so it won't find the command. For me, it will be DNF because I'm on Fedora. On older versions of Fedora and Red Hat, on the newer versions of Fedora and Red Hat and CentOS, it'll be DNF. On the older versions, it'll be Yum. You'll just have to look it up what it is for you. Anyway, once you've downloaded the unzip utility, you're going to want to run it. Unzip, then the name of the file, and then -d, D is in destination, and then tilde. Tilde means the home folder. That's where we're going to extract it. Press enter. You'll see it extracting all these files. We go to the home folder, and we see our new Android Studio folder. If we go to Android Studio folder, we can see we have 4 files. Sorry, we have 8 files. So there's plugins, license. So this is the licensing information. This is just telling you about how to make stuff in IntelliJ. This is where you put plugins if you want them. Build.txt gives you build information. Lib is for libraries that Android Studio uses. Gradle is the build system that Android Studio uses. But bin is the folder we want. So if we go to bin, we can see studio.sh. And to run it, we just do /studio.sh. We can see Android Studio then start up. And we get to our setup wizard. The last thing that I want to say is that if every time that you do it, that you start up Android Studio, you're going to have to go into this folder and start studio.sh. If you want to learn how to do it easier, you can open up the install Linux tar.txt file, and it'll give you information as to how to you can do step 3 and 4, or sorry, step 3 to learn how to run it from any location. Anyway, thanks for watching. We've installed Android Studio successfully. In our next video, we plan to show you how to set up your Android Studio environment for use with FTC. Thanks for watching.